So, our story begins a long time ago when a naughty kid was up to something. He was setting a trap for his father. He tied one end of a string to a tree and the other end he held hiding behind the other tree. And just when his father came, he was hurt very badly. And people gathered around him to help him. But then one of them, one curious little guy who was very much interested in music, noticed something strange.
Oh, look! The string is making some sound!
And so it was discovered that strings can be made to vibrate to produce good sounds. They used to make sounds with hair, such as horsetail hair. This led to the invention of simple single string instruments, which are known as ektara. That means ek tara, an instrument with one single string. Later in the Vedic age,
Oh God, I'm so stressed. Please give me something that brings peace and pleasure.
then suddenly someone appeared. Oh, it's our little guy from the previous comic. One interested in music. Don't you bother God for that, brother. I'll help you. Take this harp and enjoy the music.
Oh wow, this wonderful music. I'm just loving it.
So the harp was introduced in the Vedic era. By the time of Sangam period, people realized the need for a better musical instrument, since the strings of harp often loosened, and also it did not produce loud sound which can be heard by people standing far away.
Why can't I change the channel and volume? Help me, someone, please.
I will help you, ma'am, but why are you holding a rock?
This? Oh, I don't know. Someone just gave it to me.
Meanwhile, a DeLorean going at 88 miles per hour just passed by and vanished. We don't know where that came from, but maybe that's the one that gave the rock to her. So to increase the sound, the volume, and make the strings better tightened to the instrument, Yaz was invented. The Yaz came with a new concept of pegs. Strings were tied through the hole in pegs and were winded so as to make the strings tight enough that they vibrate well.
Now, I want to sing. Okay, sing then. And play music with it.
Oh, no problem, do it.
And I want to dance with it too.
But you can't do that with this heavy instrument, can you? Wait right there, I got an idea. And so, to ease the musicians and enabling them to dance and sing and play at the same time, lute was made. It was a smaller version of Yaz. It had a resonator and a new concept of a neck, with the help of which we could hold the instrument. It was lighter and easier to carry. This instrument was produced in the Buddhist period. After the Buddhists, in the Gupta period, Veena was introduced. It was a revolutionary musical instrument which brought in the concept of long neck, a number of strings, and most importantly, frets. It also had a new thing called secondary resonator, which increased the volume of the music produced by the instrument. Too many strings which were difficult to handle got a solution. It was the frets. Introduction of frets increased the sound variety exponentially. The strings could be pressed with the help of the frets and decrease the length so as to produce different sounds. Then, in the Sultanate,
Wait, something is missing. Can you add more that, more buzz to the music?
buzz? Oh, do you mean resonance?
Yeah, just add that, buzz.
Okay, to fulfill your request, I present sympathetic strings. The concept of sympathetic strings was introduced in the Sultanate period with the instrument sarod. Sympathetic strings are extra strings that run below the actually played strings. This gives extra resonance to the musical instrument. Then came the revolutionary sitar in the Mughal period. It had raised frets, secondary resonator music box to give extra resonance and volume to the music played. In the Mughal period.
Okay, the end seemed a little abrupt, but fine, it was so. Okay, next.
Oh, wait. It didn't end. That was just a pause in the music.
Seemed like an ending to me.
You're missing the soul of music. Add something to sustain it. And so, our musicians got the idea to make another instrument to sustain all the other instruments while they play music. This was like adding soul to the music, like adding heartbeat to a music when it takes pause. And so, Tanpura was invented. The simple yet very important instrument. Tanpura sets base for all instruments. Then, a few centuries saw absolutely no development in Indian string instruments. This is the period when we were under British rule. But then, very recently,
Hawaii, it was so great.
an Indian classical musician named Vishwamohan Bhatt created a new instrument, taking inspiration from Hawaiian guitar. He added extra resonator to the guitar, making a new instrument called Mohan Veena. It also had sympathetic strings. It was light, compact, and could be used in multiple postures. This was the latest Indian string instrument to be invented.